أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على السلام حي على السلام حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله اللهم رب هذه الدعوة والسلام الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. قد أفلح المؤمنون الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون والذين هم عن اللغو معرضون والذين هم للزكاة فاعلون والذين هم لفروجهم حافظون إلا على أزواجهم أو ما ملكت أيمانهم فإنهم غير ملومين فمن ابتغى وراء ذلك فأولئك هم العادون والذين هم بأماناتهم وعهدهم راعون والذين هم على صلواتهم يحافظون أولئك هم الوارثون الذين يرثون الفردوس هم فيها خالدون ولقد خلقنا الإنسان من سلالة من طين ثم جعلناه نطفة في قرار مكين ثم خلقنا النطفة علقة فخلقنا العلقة مضغة فخلقنا المضغة عظاما فكسونا العظام لحما ثم أنشأناه خلقا آخر فتبارك الله أحسن الخالقين ثم إنكم بعد ذلك لميتون ثم إنكم يوم القيامة تبعثون ولقد خلقنا فوقكم سبع طرائق وما كنا عن الخلق غافلين وأنزلنا من السماء ماء في الأرض وإنا على الذهاب به لقادرون فأنشأنا لكم به جنات من نخيل لكم فيها كثير ومنها وشجرة تخرج من طور سيناء تنبت بالحب وصدق للآكلين وإن لكم في الأنعام لعبرة تسقيكم مما في بطونها التي فيها منافع كثيرة ومنها تأكلون الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. ولقد أرسلنا نوحا إلى قومه فقال يا قوم اعبدوا الله ما لكم من إله غيره أفلا تتقون. فقال الملأ الذين كفروا من قومه ما هذا إلا بشر يريد أن يتفضل عليكم ولو شاء الله لأنزل ملائكة ما سمعنا بهذا في آبائنا الأولين إن هو إلا رجل فيه جنة فتربصوا به حتى حين قال رب انصرني بما كذبون فأوحينا إليه أن اصنع الفلك بأعيننا ووحينا فإذا جاء أمرنا وفارت النور فاسلك فيها من كل زوجين فاسلك فيها من كل زوجين اثنين وأهلك إلا من سبق عليه القول منهم ولا تخاطبني في الذين ظلموا إنهم مغرقون فإذا استويت أنت ومن معك على الفلك فقل الحمد لله الذي نجانا من القوم الظالمين وقل رب أنزلني منزلا مباركا وأنت خير المنزلين إن في ذلك لآيات وإن كنا لمبتلين ثم أنشأنا من بعدهم قرنا آخرين فأرسلنا فيهم رسولا منهم أن اعبدوا الله ما لكم من إله غيره أفلا تتقون وقال الملأ من قومه الذين كفروا وكذبوا بلقاء الآخرة وأترفناهم في الحياة الدنيا ما هذا إلا بشر مثلكم يأكل ما تأكلون منه ويشرب ما تشربون ولئن أطعتم بشرا مثلكم إنكم إذا لخاسرون أيعدكم أنكم إذا متم وكنتم ترابا أنكم مخرجون الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our Siyam and Qiyam and bless our community. And we extend on your behalf the thanks to the Iraqi community, cook, especially the husband, who cooked for us. Alhamdulillah, it was delicious. Alhamdulillah, so please give them a few minutes. This is one of the best nights that we have to get together, inshallah, to do some righteous people. Yes. People from being downstairs is not being anything last time. That's why I do this one. This one is working downstairs. Yes. Yes. Downstairs, do you hear me? I think they do. And by the way, this is online also by YouTube. and
We were able to inshallah for these brothers, which comes to it's not even
I will not
لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين واجعلنا منهم آمين يا رب العالمين. My name is Hussam Wali. I come visit you from a close state of Kansas, neighboring state. It's always like to come and know always talking to you on basis on what basis. So I'm married, I have 5 children. I played professional soccer for 8 years in Wichita, Kansas. And played semi-pro in 6. I have 2 degrees in regular college, mechanical engineering, and computer science, and I have Islamic studies out of guidance college in Houston, Texas. I'm the great mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm not working in any of my degrees. I'm really not, none of them, not all 3 of them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens ways sometimes for people to take other venues. And alhamdulillah, I have my own free business that I'm partnering with my college buddy and my brother also that we have these 2. So that's why I'm able to travel and do things like this piece of being in that, which is much more enjoyable than any of the other things that I have ever done, including professional soccer or I love that one. That's a little bit about me, a little bit about you, that I know that this is a very, very good community, very generous community. People come and go, some of them come get their education, some are settled down, but it is vibrant. It is a community that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed. In this message, it's a medium size. I visit a lot of places, but sometimes the vibe that you feel in some certain places are different than others. And this is definitely one of the good 5 places that I feel good when I come. Today, inshallah, as you should all know already, that we're trying to finish a project of yours. It would help strengthen Islam first in this town, and then across the U.S. along with many other places. I just came to you from New Jersey. And the amount, of course, they have a huge masajid over there. Huge, when I say huge, probably 2,000 in each, the bigger ones. SubhanAllah, there were a lot of pockets, as they say. So you have every 5 minutes you can find the jama'ah to pray. You really can. Somebody has a basement and they're doing very well, so they rent a basement and they have a house in there and they pray. And then another pocket here and another pocket there. So inshallah, by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Islam is good, but it has to continue to face challenges. And yesterday I talked to you and did not go into detail, and this is a very, very main problem. If a person opens their mind to shaitan and their iman is not strong enough, shaitan and whatever around us can seep in there. And you think, oh yeah, that's logical. That if your iman is not strong, and where does your iman come from? How strong is it going to get from where? From the air? From what you hear on the news? Absolutely not. It's going to be strengthened from places like these. As you hear the Friday sermon, as your kids and you go to Islamic school, as you hear Sheikh Shaka and others speak from here. Atheism and agnosticism is at a high rate in the whole world. Not only here, and specifically here because it's open. Muslim countries, from the study, is the least. But 3 out of 10 people right now in the world, 3 out of 10, we can take the whole world calculate, the whole world stat. 3 out of 10, that's a lot, that's 30%. They call themselves non-religious affiliated. That means they don't believe in anything. There is no rules, there is no one that can bound anything on them, it's only their mind and their brain.
Yes, sir.
Your mind and brain to shaitan, so what I'm trying to say is you do need these projects. These projects that you build are not only for you, but they are for you. Yes, for you now and in the day of judgment, for your ajr and everything that you've done your part, but it is to preserve the Muslim identity and Muslim. The only way you can find atheism back is by being a good Muslim and a strong believer. There's no other way. There's no other way. You have to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will musharra. He is the one that brings down his laws and he brings down his whatever he says there are boundaries. He gave you a small boundaries, a few things are haram, and the vast majority is halal. And that's how it's going to work. By believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and abiding by those rules and the things that come with it, such as salah, siyam, today what we do, and hajj and everything as zakat, that strengthens our iman of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is what we are here for today. We're not here for, inshallah ta'ala, we won't keep it too long for you. We are looking for, since last night, for that first person, inshallah, to give us 10,000. And I want to welcome, there are some brothers that are watching online. And hopefully, inshallah, that they participate and join in. And if we don't know them, or if we don't see them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows them and sees them. As Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu ta'ala an, on a battlefield, and he was asking who died and who was martyred now. They said, Ya Amir al-Mu'minin, la ta'arifahum. They said, you don't know them. Baka Umar ibn Khattab, he cried. He said, In kuntu la a'rifahum fa inna Allah ya'rifahum. Take me to them. If I don't know them, Allah knows them. So that's what I'm saying to the brothers that may be watching online. Inshallah, if we don't know you, Allah reward you subhanahu wa ta'ala and bring the best and in your heart to give, inshallah. So we're still looking since yesterday for that person with that $10,000. I'm saying that because from before, over the last 2 years, we did have many of those actually in your society that were able to give 10,000. And if we are telling something, usually things go forward. They don't take money back from you at your job. They actually give you raises. So you should be able to still maintain that same number. Do we have, inshallah, that person 10,000, even from online? It's okay. And just bear with us, brothers that are sitting in here. It's okay. We are, inshallah, as long as you are waiting for salah, you are in salah. Right? According to the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. As long as you are waiting for salah, you are in salah. And then on top of that, another hadith says, La yashqa jalisun. There's, as long as you are remembering Allah and saying, mentioning the ayat of Allah and reminding people about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you are also among that where the angels are surrounding you. So it's a good measure. it's a good setting at this moment, inshallah.
Let's see if the brother Sami has any.
There is one 10,000.
One, mashallah.
Takbir. Allah. Yeah, inshallah, mashallah. 10,000, that's from online share.
Yes.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless this person, his family, his children with that. Say Ameen, inshallah. Make dua for him. Do we have another 10,000? Is there that person in here that would like to do that with us? Make it in the favor. Just slip the pledge form to Brother Samuel, brother in the back, or Mr. Albania. He's at the door. Inshallah ta'ala. Do we have another 10,000? I mentioned to you before, and it's okay to hear them now, so you can, inshallah, when the amount that you want to give or you have in mind, rest assured, if you thought you can give 100, you can give 2, and if you can give 1,000, you can give 2. And if you can give 2, you can give 4. So, you know, don't sit at just an amount inside your head, say that's it, and be stiff with it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala equals in the ajr, as I mentioned, and today I'll mention the ayat for you, between the shaheed and the munfir, between the martyr and the munfir. You see the brothers are smiling big now because they think the martyr gets 70 huriyat. Allahumma ameen, why not? Allah equals between the one that spends and the one that dies on the battlefield. Okay? In Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in 2 different places, الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالَهُم فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالَهُم فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ فَلَهُمْ أَجْرُهُمْ عِندَ رَبِّهِمْ الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالَهُم بِاللَّيْلِ وَالنَّهَارِ سِرًّا وَعَلَانِيَةً فَلَهُمْ أَجْرُهُمْ عِندَ رَبِّهِمْ وَلَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. This is number one. Those that spend their money day and night in secret and in gatherings like this, there is no khawf alayhim. They're not going to be. See what brought this on? There is one asking, a friend is asking another friend. Every time there is a fundraising you give, every time there is something for Syria you give, every time there's Yemen forgive. Aren't you afraid that your money is going to run out? You're going to run out every time they ask you to do it. And then next week they're going to ask you. And then on the night of the parliament, aren't you afraid your money is going to run out? Then he reminds them of this ayah. He said, those that spend in day and night, in secret and in gathering, in outline like this, those have no fear, and they will also, وَلَا يَحْزَنُونَ, they are not going to become saddened for something they do not. The other ayah Allah said in Surah Al-Baqarah أيضا وَالَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالَهُم وَلَا يُتْبِعُونَ مَا أَنفَقُوا مَنًّا وَلَا أَذًى فَلَهُمْ أَجْرُهُمْ عِندَ رَبِّهِمْ وَلَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. I'm sorry? Those that spend their money or spend their wealth fi sabilillah, and they don't say, oh, I spent today, I gave last week, I gave last year, Khalas, this project took too long, I'm not giving anymore, I'm done with this. They don't say stuff like that. They're not going to say stuff like that. You would like to work on the project, you step up. You can do better, step up, pull up your sleeves and come take over. There's no problem. But what I'm trying to say is that they don't say, I gave this week and I gave last week and I gave this morning. They just say, وَلَا يُتْبِعُونَ مَا أَنفَقُوا مَنًّا وَلَا أَذًى فَلَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ again وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. What does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say about those dying on the battlefield? وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ قُتِلُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتًا بَلْ أَحْيَاءٌ عِندَ رَبِّهِمْ يُرْزَقُونَ فرحين بما آتاهم الله من فضله عجائب
يستبشرون بالذين لم يلحقوا من
خلفهم
لا
خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. People that die on the battlefield, they become equal to the person that spent. In this regard, in this regard. Allah khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun. They have no fear. Not for people that come behind them or on the day of judgment that they're sad and they didn't do anything. Because the person that doesn't spend fi sabilillah is always fearful that the time of death comes and wishes that he had spent. And this is in Surah Munafiqun, ironically. Subhanallah, it's in the Surah of the hypocrites. That is called وَأَنْفِقُوا
Baba, yours. Yeah.
making me look for my keys. Shakir, are you blocking somebody? Back to our deal with the that a person that does not spend as time of death comes, they wish that they have. That's the only thing they wish. They wish that they given their money, because it's no longer ours. But do I have that? Just go in one more time, inshallah, for the 10,000 before I continue the ayah of this infaq right here. In Surah Munafiqun. Do I have 10,000? Do you have anybody else, Sheikh Sami? No? Inshallah ta'ala. How about $5,000? The brothers that are online, please help us in so we can move forward. Inshallah, these brothers can pray, inshallah ta'ala. They can pray Taraweeh. We can get going. Inshallah, we take 15 more minutes and we'll finish everything in that, inshallah ta'ala. 5,000, inshallah. Who wants to give that $5,000? Do we have that people today that are giving the 5,000? Jazakallah khair, Sheikh Shakir. Sheikh Shakir, $5,000 from his family, bismillah ta'ala. And he gave yesterday too, mashallah. Takbir. 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 So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ مِنْ قَبْلِ أَنْ يَأْتِيَ أَحَدَكُمُ الْمَوْتُ فيقول رب لولا أخرتني إلى أجل قريب فأصدق وأكن من الصالحين. He tells you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one that claimed, the only one. Fir'aun did not claim, although they say I'm the king of this, or Allah is the only one that claimed that mankind is going back to him. He is the only one. How did he make that? There's a tool for that we go back to him. And that's why his name is competitive. Again, this is how we go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's no other venue. That's the only venue. Qabran with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's no other venue. So that's why he is the compeller. He compels this life by all going back to him. Just like he started life on it, life will die on the face of it and everything goes back. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he's saying here, spend before death comes. He's telling you it's reality. It's coming, it's coming. So spend before it comes. So you don't say, Rabbi lawla akhartani. Oh Allah, if you just delay my age, just a second. 2 minutes so I can make a phone call, or on the phone app I can send my money, bring some out of the stock, send it to somewhere I want to spend. He says, so you don't say that. But what do you, okay, let me say I am going to prolong your life. What do you want to do? Don't spend my money. My money is being left for others. Somebody else is going to live in my house. Somebody else is going to take my car. Somebody else is going to take my clothes. Somebody else is going to make the money that I was making as an engineer. Somebody else is going to take my money in the bank. That is reality. So he's saying spend now. So do we have that $5,000 inshallah ta'ala? Do we have that 5,000? Do we have anybody amongst us here that's going to give that 5,000 tonight, inshallah ta'ala, and take the ajr of the musallin that are in here that will come after? Sisters, you are in the same boat. It's not only for men. You don't get just to spend the man's money. You can spend it also in sadaqah and information, bismillah. You can spend it. Don't just spend it on his cooking. You can, inshallah, also spend it here. So, inshallah, fill out some pledges and send them through the windows for us, bismillah, and help generate some action in here inside the masjid. Do we have anything for 5,000 online at this Sami?
There's one.
MashaAllah. Takbir. Takbir. Going once, going twice for 5,000, and 3 times. Do we have a person for $2,000 that will give us? Do we have a person for 2,000 today from inside the network? What is the number you're looking for? You give me. Or are you looking for a new number?
You have each playing spot. Two spots.
Good. There are places also that you can buy. Of course, it's not for you to own, but for people to pray in. Each spot is $1,000, inshallah ta'ala. That maybe anybody that prays in that spot becomes also your ajr. Who wants, inshallah ta'ala, for $2,000, 2 spots? Say Bismillah. Who wants that $2,000? Say the Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha. Just like this in Ramadan, in close to the start time. Any person knocks the door on them, and her servant, they ask the servant who it is, she takes the needy people first. He says, what do we have to give? He said, we don't have nothing but a handful of barley, which you are going to break your iftar on, you and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, give it to me. Allah will provide. What did she say? She said, with me? What did she say? I need your interaction. It's okay, you can talk to me. She said, Allah will provide. It's only iftar time. There's not much left time for that to happen. So, Barira, she didn't take, I don't want to say she was making fun or joking. I doubt that she really was, but she was pessimistic. And how is Allah going to provide? There's 5-10 minutes left. Anyway, they break the fast, they pray about it. The door knocks again. Yes, who's at the door? Now Rita is all happy, very happy in her face. She said, I don't know, this neighbor lived here, he never contacted us before. He just dropped a small goat as a gift. Allah that surrounds everything and surrounds everybody and knows everyone's needs and knows who wants to give and who does not want to give and who knows what you want and what you don't want and who knows what's best for you and what's not best for you. He is the one that has to mean, this is the qudra, this is the ability of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to manage all everyone's affairs, the whole universe affairs. We're nothing to him. We're nothing to him. He controls and manages the affairs of everything else that's much bigger than us. So he's able to manage us. She said, Allah will provide. Who will provide?
No.
Now the question is, do you have that certainty? Now you are calculating in your head, I have 1,000, I have a cable, TV cable bill, I have a phone bill, I have an internet bill, it's not enough for any of those. How am I going to give? What's he talking about? The question is, do you have the certainty? That's what it is. Do you have the yaqeen Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he does provide? Who inshallah has that $2,000? Who has that 2,000? We'll move to the 1,000 inshallah, and we need quickly 20 of them so we can inshallah ta'ala finish and get you to prayers. Inshallah ta'ala $1,000. The first 1,000 tonight. Can we see that first hand inshallah? Barakallah feek, Jazakallah khairan. That's my mentor, by the way. That is my sheikh. Sitting like that, Captain. Allah inshallah. Barakallah feek, guys. May Allah bless you and bless your family. Number 3.
There was 1,000 from the women.
And number 4 from the women. And number 5 from the brother Sami. That's 5. We need 15 more, inshallah ta'ala. They all, by the way, came on the right side. How about this side, inshallah? Who's the first 1,000, bismillah? Jazakallah khair, barakallah feek. He actually said 2,000. So that's 2, inshallah ta'ala. So we count that as 1 with the, she has a 6 for me. Allah yastawi Allah ta'ala, bismillah ta'ala. Inshallah, he said 3,000 over here, bismillah ta'ala. But then we're going to count that as 1 part of the 1,000. It isn't one speak before. So that's 6. 7, inshallah. Number 7. Number 7 on this side. Say bismillah. Have the 17. Allah return it to you. Make it into payments. Yesterday I divided it up for you. When we divided it up, it looked very easy. 1,000 divided by 12 is what, please? People, you're a college student, reply, unless you're an engineer. What are you? Funny. MashaAllah. 1,000 divided by 12 is how much, brothers? يعني تقريبا.
2,000.
He got another 2,000.
No.
MashaAllah. Takbir. Takbir. Who else, inshallah ta'ala? Divide it, it's okay. 1,000 divided by 12 is 80.
Is it 80?
80 something, 83. 83 and 33 cents. MashaAllah. That's good.
So which number are we on?
30,000. Yeah, 10 plus 5 plus 5.
No, the ones that we did the
7.
7.
Or 17 if we have it with counting. Oh, we need 27. Yes. We have 7.
We
Right?
have the third Salah 3. We have 2 here somewhere.
And there is 1 here also.
He had some. I don't care about it. It's okay. That's your deal, inshallah. After the 7 share, don't try to cheat us back.
I have 2
Allahumma
2
amin.
plus 1,
Allahumma
so it will be 10 so far.
So we went what at $83. $83 a month divided by 30 now, sir. $2 and somebody gave me the exact answer.
67.
cents. $2.76. Well, okay, no problem. That's fine. Let's say $3. What does that buy you today? I tried yesterday to go, after leaving you from here or something, I wanted to buy some tea. I left with $11. I bought some tea and I bought a water was $11. What can you buy for $3? Seriously, I'm talking to you now. It's okay. Let's interact together. We're all together again. These young people,
1 gallon of gas.
the $3 right now, 1 gallon of gas.
There.
If you don't, okay, usually that's barely, صح? So I want you for the next year, the whole year, so you can save that $3 a day, although you don't get $3 a gallon of gas a day, but I want something daily, shit. Then you can drive 20 some miles for $3 a gallon. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that you can save that $3 a day and put it in your masjid. From whatever it is that you spend, you can just back off just a little bit on anything you have, on anything that you have that you spend your money daily on, whatever it is, a glass of water, bottle of water, coffee, a Monster, a candy bar, a chips, the snacks. We stop and no problem. Take our 2 kids to the gas station and we drop $20 worth of snacks, like nothing. Drop $3 a day from now for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this project. And it's continuous for you, sadaqah every day from these kids that are learning. Who inshallah get the next 1,000? He's got another one, inshallah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. $1,000. I want to see my brothers here on the left side. Who else, inshallah, on this side? On this side, on your right, my left. Inshallah, $1,000. اللهم اجعلنا من أهل اليمين يا رب العالمين. Make us amongst the people of the right, Ya Rabb al-Alamin. And enter us Jannah without accountability or question. Just take us straight to Jannah with the Prophet. Sisters, do we have another sister for 1,000? You did generate, by the way, you did generate some energy inside the message once you started sending your 1,000 people in there. It's okay, write to your husband, check, put a pledge in your husband's name and just send it, inshallah ta'ala. The brothers will contact him, he doesn't know who did it. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I promised them that we would finish, and it is really time to finish. Just wanted to remind you again, me and you. We will eventually tell you a small story because some of us just, and it is, psychologists say that it hides in the bottom, it hides in the back. Psychological denial, it's called, about death. We all know we're going to go, right? But we don't think about it. And Allah made it that way it's easy for us to live. Otherwise, it's on mind all the time. That's why the Prophet said, make mention of it. It's not going to be on your mind, but you make mention of death as it ruins your pleasures. A small story, these young kids thinking that they are, they live for a long time and it's just fun. So there's a gas station. The gas stations used to put their Cokes and bottles of Pepsi and that outside. They're having fun in a Jeep, and they get into the Jeep. They steal a couple of 12 packs and they run into the Jeep. The Jeep is open. As they're coming on faster, trying to get out of sight, right? So the Jeep flips and one of the kids gets stuck under the Jeep and dies. On such an action. What we're trying to say is sometimes start thinking something, this is young, this is youthful. People lose, if they don't do the right thing. And spending like this, fi sabilillah, your eyes will be there with you. You will be guided into good actions. Your salah, your infaq, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is connected, like I said, in the Quran, between spending and between salah all the time. $500 inshallah. Who's the colors we're going to finish inshallah? $500. We'll give 500 inshallah. Fi sabilillah. Sisters, this is your time inshallah. $500 now, it's even less than 80 a month. It's like $40 a month. Not even $1 something. Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you. I remember last year. Jazakallah khair. Who wants to inshallah for $500? Everybody should join at this time. Inshallah ta'ala. Everybody can afford these payments. Everyone can afford $1,000 over here also, inshallah. Takbir. We make dua for everyone in that. Who else, inshallah ta'ala, for $1,000? 500. I'm sorry, I went back up. 500, inshallah. Anybody else will give us 500. I tell you what we're going to do if you agree with me. You have a box here? Yes. You have a box? Open box, huh? We are going to become, inshallah ta'ala, even if it's just a moment, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala, for just a moment. So what we are going to do, and starting with me, whatever cash is in the billfold, I know you put some cash for emergency inside next to the driver license. You tie up, you fold $20 or $100 next to your driver license for emergency. We're going to, inshallah, become Abu Bakr as-Siddiq just for this moment. Brother, give the box right there. We're going to empty, each person is going to empty what's in their pocket for cash. And let them take it from there. And start with me. Whatever cash is in the pocket, we are going to do Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, even if it's just a moment. And we're going to drop whatever is in cash in the pocket into that ta'ala. Do we have a deal? $5, $10, $100, whatever is in your pocket. Take it out, put it into the box. Bismillah. I'm going to wait on you, inshallah. You want to feel that feeling of Abu Bakr that gave all he had at one time? Let's feel it for 1 second. See what happens. Let's feel it for just 1 second. For this 5 minutes here that we are going to give what's in our pocket, fi sabilillah. Any box would have done, sir. Any box would have done. Just go ahead and pass it, inshallah. Everyone's gonna empty their pocket, inshallah, put it in it. If you want, you can go to the box, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. I'm gonna have that feeling, I want that feeling of Bakr al-Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala, even if it's just a moment. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Brothers, please rest assured, this is inshallah for our own goodness. He said, ثلاثة أقسم عليهم. He doesn't need to swear. Prophet said, he doesn't need to swear. We believe him. He brought revelation from Allah. He gave us the Quran. He gave the Quran to us. So he doesn't need to swear, but he swears on 3 items. And one of them is this. مَنْ نَقَصَ مَالٌ مِنْ صَدَقَةٍ. This does not decrease. He swears that what you just given and put here or put tonight does not decrease your wealth in any way. Either Allah going to give you extra help so you can make the money back. Allah going to replace it with a raise for you. Allah going to increase in your business. Allah is going to increase for you children that brings you righteous. Allah is going to stop from you an accident that could have happened. It is something that will happen that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that the Prophet swore on. Bi'idhnillah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. I'm going to stop here. We're going to wait for this box to go around.
We'll pass it along.
Inshallah ta'ala. We're going to pass it around and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless this community. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy and bring harmony to the hearts of people to finish this project. Regardless of what in the way has been any obstacles, but we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for you to go ahead and finish it bi'idhnillah ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless you and your children and make us and keep us on Islam, all of us, on Tawheed, and give us righteous offspring. And Allah bring peace to us and our Muslim country. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to use us for His deen in whichever way possible that He thinks.
I wanted to mention a historical fact. We are in 2023, the 40th anniversary of the Islamic Center of Settlement Story, established in 1983, exactly 40 years.
MashaAllah. He said it's for you that then I didn't know. Today's 40th anniversary of the establishment of
This year.
this masjid. This year.
Yes. 1983.
So those people that came before and contributed to this, where they at now? Where the 80s? Where they at? Some have passed. Some are not here. Some are in different countries. But what are they reaping? They're reaping some of these rewards that we're doing right. And as well as people that come after you, you will be reaping towards the same things. You know, the idea of networking came in the early 80s in this country. Networking, you somebody behind you, then the person under you will make money, then you will make money off of each of these people. The idea of networking was with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He gave it to us in Islam. Networking, you are networking your hasanat by what you have done tonight. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وقنا شر ما قضيت تقضي بالحق ولا يقضى عليك انه لا يعز من عاديت ولا يذل من واليت تبارك يا ربنا وتعالى. اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين واعلي بفضل كلمه الحق والدين. اللهم من ارادنا المسلمين بخير فوفقه لكل خير ومن ارادنا المسلمين بشر فاجعل الدائره عليهم واخرجنا من بينهم سالمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم احفظ مجتمعاتنا المسلمه في امريكا يا رب العالمين. اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضى. اللهم ولا تمتنا الا موحدين مسلمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم انا نسالك الفردوس الاعلى من الجنه وما يقرب اليها من قول طاعه. اللهم انا نعوذ بك يا رب من غضبك وسخطك والنار وما يقرب إلينا من قول طاعتك اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا اللهم تب علينا وارحمنا وأنت خير الراحمين اللهم أعنا على شكرك وذكرك وحسن عبادتك اللهم تقبل منا صيامنا وقيامنا وصدقاتنا يا رب العالمين اللهم بلغنا ليلة القدر اللهم بلغنا ليلة القدر اللهم بلغنا ليلة القدر يا رب العالمين اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. جزاكم الله خير for listening to me and for putting up with me. بارك الله فيكم.